Welcome to Violet Light Tarot. This is the Capricorn reading for the lessons and takeaways learned for June of 2020. Welcome to Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and of course cross watchers are always welcome. You'll notice a different kind of setup today. We're doing a one pile, one deck, one everything for the takeaway lessons, and I'm also using a different deck than usual. This is a traditional Thoth deck, which not traditional me, traditional the deck. This is the first deck I received, so I'm hoping that it's helping with providing that lesson. It helped me to learn tarot. I'm hoping it's helping you to learn what your takeaways are for the month, okay? We're going to do a little bit of a different setup as well for the actual spread. We're going to do 4 across the top for your actual message, 4 across the bottom for your clarification of the message. And don't forget that this is a general reading for Capricorn and Capricorn adjacent individuals. If for whatever reason something doesn't vibe with you, that's okay. Check your other signs within your natal chart, maybe your moon, rising, Venus, whatever else is more to your liking for this particular month. Also, if you need to go to a different reader, that's okay for this particular thing. Hope to see you back for your predictions, weeklies, what have you, where you may be in more vibe with me at that point. Again, once more, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't try and make it fit for you. If it doesn't, that's okay, that's fine. If you're looking for a more personalized reading that's exactly up to your specific life and what's going on with you, check the description below the video, as there is a link there for the store where you can purchase your individual reading. So I'm going to start with the shuffling of the cards. So Capricorn, how has your June been? It's been a crazy month all around, and there goes half my deck. Okay, hang on a second. Selenite belongs in the middle. Okay, so what we have here is, these are your cards. Some of them anyway. So we're starting off with the 3 of Cups in reverse. We've got the 10 of Wands in reverse, which is good. Partly. We'll see. We have the 7 of Wands upright. And the Queen of Pentacles upright. You use these 2 for part of your clarifications, but let's look at what the message is actually stating for you. So Capricorn, what I'm seeing is that you have had a lack with regard to socializing. I know, shock, huge surprise. With the quarantines and everything, who hasn't? Thankfully, you've also had a lack with regard to burdens, or maybe a burden that you have had in the past actually was lifted from you, or it was clarified in such a way for you that the burden you were feeling because of something, or the responsibility of something, has actually been shown to not be a burden and was actually meant to help you out. Let's find out about that as we clarify it in a moment. You have been feeling quite defensive though lately. June was a very defensive month for you, maybe because you didn't have your social circle with you. Capricorns are usually very specific to what their tasks are though, so I'm not sure about that. That could just be for one of you. You did have the Queen of Pentacles though, which means that you were very in tune with your finances, your home life, your general overall 3D existence. You were very in tune, and you were vibing with it very well. So your clarifier for the 3 of Cups in reverse is actually going to be Justice in reverse. Justice in reverse. I'm going to get all the clarifiers out. For the first few signs, I tried to do them individually, and it kept changing on me, because without all of them, it was hard to see what the actual message was. And I actually found at one point I ended up having 2 messages because it ended up switching on me when the clarifiers came. You do have the 2 of Cups as the clarification for the 10 of Wands in reverse. I have an idea, but let's see what those last two cards are. Like I said, I don't want to come up with anything. I don't want to hear part of a message. It's right up there with. I don't know if you personally do this. I know it's happened to me. I know I've done it before, especially if I'm in a rush and not really in the now. Where someone's talking to you and you're not intentionally meaning to be rude, but you're literally finding the answer before they've even finished the question. So sometimes you're actually answering a question that's not being asked. So the clarifier for the Seven of Wands is the Ten of Pentacles. And last but not least, for Capricorn... Oops, no, way too many cards. Way too many. Okay. Oh, you want to do with those. Okay. The Nine of Swords in reverse. The Nine of Swords upright, of course, is regarding anxiety, sleepless nights, overthinking in reverse. Always good to see. Okay. Yep, I'm still seeing what I was seeing about that one. Okay, so the message that I'm getting for you with regard to the lessons that you've learned, Capricorn, and the takeaways for you for June, we have decided imbalance. So when I see the Justice card in reverse, especially as a clarifier, I'm not seeing it as being justice not being served. I'm seeing it as the balance of the scales of justice. So the balance of just in general, the balance of your life being in imbalance. You've not been able to socialize with people. Maybe you've been working quite hard as well, having a lot of responsibilities put on you. If you happen to be somebody who works in a grocery store, a healthcare worker, something like that, you've been a little more with the work and a lot more with the responsibilities. So you've had a lack of socializing, a lack of that interpersonal time, which is literally an imbalance in your work-life balance. That came out so badly, I apologize, but you know what I'm trying to say. You've realized, though, someone or it doesn't have to be necessarily a romantic interest, but someone, a friend, a coworker, has come into your life this particular month and helped you to realize and release some of the burdens you've been having. So you have been feeling a lack of balance with regard to not being able to socialize, but at the same time not being able to socialize with your usual crew or squad or whatever, friend group, family, what have you. But this person has come into your life, whether friend, lover, what have you, and they have helped you to feel less burdened by your current responsibilities or overload of responsibilities that you've been having. You've been feeling very defensive, though, at the same time, not necessarily in regard to this person, but you've been feeling very defensive because of your Ten of Pentacles. So because of what you see as your perfect life, your be-all, end-all existence has been maybe put into question because of what's going on in the world, understandably. And you're feeling that you have to defend your castle, we'll call it a castle, your absolute life. Your intuition has, with regard to your finances and your home life, has been successful this month because of a lack of overthinking. Now, being a Capricorn, I think overthinking comes with the territory, or at least overanalyzing can come with the territory of being a Capricorn sometimes. So you've kind of gotten away from that. You've gotten away from the anxiety, the sleepless nights, maybe because of this person that's come in and helped you to feel like you're not as burdened as you thought you were. So it's helping you to see that you are okay with regard to your finances. Everything's fine. With regard to your 3D life, you aren't able to see your friends, so you are feeling a little bit of that still. You're feeling defensive, though, because even though you don't have that in your life, you do have this new person that's come in that's helped you to see that everything is okay, but you want to defend that. You're looking to defend and sort of protect what's in your existence. So now that you don't see your life as, now that you don't see your whole life as a burden, but now that you don't see your current aspect of life as a burden, and you're really seeing that you don't have these sleepless nights anymore, you don't have that 10 of Wands overabundance, overweighed, like that everything's just too much. Maybe because of this person that's come into your life, which is very, very cool. You want to protect that person and that connection with that person because you're not able to have this connection with the other people. So you're really feeling that need to be protective of that particular person and your connection with them. So what I'm seeing, Capricorn, as being your lesson for June is that literally you are safe, you are good, you are wonderful, you have your intuition, your money is fine exactly where it is. You've learned to look at things a little differently with regard to what you thought were an overabundance of responsibilities and a burden of just too much work, which for a Capricorn seems odd, but at some point everybody's going to have their limits, right? And that overabundance of work and responsibility is most likely also because you couldn't see your friends and you couldn't have that balance of play and work. But this person's come into your life wonderfully, amazing, love it. And you are feeling very protective of this connection because it's helping you to have that balance once more. Your lesson right now for this month and what your takeaway is from this, Capricorn, is that to look at things in a very different light as often as possible, to keep away, like keep pulling back. Pull back from like your very specific view of things. Look at the responsibilities you have, but look at the people you have in your life. Go outside of that before you feel like you're just overdone. Take a step back, have that rest, get out of that overthinking phase, and find that person, find whoever that is that's meant to help you. Your lesson is literally that at the right time, you will always have someone available to you. And it doesn't have to necessarily be someone you connect with, because some people are saying, I'm not with anybody right now. I'm quarantined by myself. There's no one there, but it doesn't mean necessarily physically in your vicinity. There's always going to be somebody you're going to be able to call. There's always going to be somebody you're going to be able to speak to. It doesn't necessarily have to be an individual that you know. It could be a helpline. It could be a doctor that you happen to know, or it could be a counselor, or if you happen to have a faith group, someone in that faith group, whether they're I don't know, phone chains or something like that they're called, where people can call each other or something like that, or the actual person who's in charge of your group, whether it's a priest, minister, rabbi, monk. I'm sorry, I don't know what all the group's titles are, but they're also at times can be considered to be counselors in certain things. So when you're feeling that overabundance, when you're feeling that overthought and just overwhelmed, that there is somebody there who can assist you and help you to realize that you aren't in that state, that there is a way, like a positive side to everything. Okay? This is what I have for you. The fact that you still have that 10 of Pentacles in this reading is wonderful. I'm so happy to see that, Capricorn. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. It's been wonderful. I'm so happy that you were able to spend time with us, and look forward to reading for you again. Have a really great last few days of the month. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, as there are so many upcoming readings for July, and look forward to seeing you again. Bye for now.